Hi everyone! Welcome to the third episode of our Co-op Kapihan. May I hear a loud applause from our live audience there? Thank you so much! So for today's episode, we're so blessed because we have two big names and the Human Services Cluster. So we are joined here. To my left is Sir Asek Berhel Hilario, who is the head of the cluster, as well as he hailed from the also from the cluster because he was the former executive director of one of the known union labor service cooperatives here in the country. And then to my right is Sir M. Jen, who is also the National Alliance of Cooperatives President. He's also the SAO President for the Human Services Cluster and the General Manager of the biggest cooperative in the country, which is the ACDI. So welcome everyone. May I hear a warm applause again, please? Thank you so much. So we have three segments for this episode. First, we will be discussing the statistics. Second, will be the plans of for this cluster, and then the ways forward. That would be the third part. So for the first part, actually, we were able to gather the human services cluster data. And from this data, we've seen some pattern somehow, and we've seen some rise, we've seen some decline. So as a trend from 2023 to 2024, we've seen a surge from the business volume. So the data would show that for 2023, it was just 37.2 billion. But then, pag tingnan natin ng 2024, it rose to 85%. 85 billion, and that's like 130.8% increase, di ba? And then when we see naman the net surplus, there was a big decline from 1.9 to 1.3. So that would be a 31.6% decline. So I'd like to know, first maybe with Asik Burr, are the specific programs kaya or service lines that drove that 130% increase? And bakit din kaya, sir, may hindi ba alarming yung decline? So, sir?
Yeah. Uh, this is particularly true sa labor service, because coming out of the COVID pandemic, there are so many companies that retrench people or reduce the number of people, and labor service was heavily affected. So from the previous number, I knew one cooperative with 75,000, bagsak siya ng 40,000. So ganun kalaki siya, and all industries affected. And after that, nagkaroon ng recovery. After the recovery may be one of the reasons why we have surge in growth. But then, it does not follow that the business is okay. Because coming out of the pandemic, many companies don't have money. So they use the labor service to fund the labor costs. And there are many of them who are delayed in payments. So one of the explanations why the surplus is low is because they continue to pay the workers, and they don't have any choice because they must as an employer, but not necessarily receive the payment that they deserve from the service. And it's huge. I mean, labor service is a big business. It's capital intensive, but the surplus is limited. It's well controlled, up to 10%.
10%.
So 10%, that's where you get your office rental, your people, your coordinator, cost of money.
So, parang napansin ko, sir, sa na-mention nyo, no, na yung benefit ng members is not just kasi from the net surplus, but also manggagaling din yun kasi may benefit na sila as an employee.
Yes.
Yeah, parang ganon.
Yes.
Yung,
So most of the members of labor service cooperatives join the cooperative not looking at the surplus, but looking for the employment. So the employment itself is the benefit that they get from the cooperative. Although it will be very good if they can still receive good surplus. But it's really accepted that the surplus will be very thin because of the 10% that is the norm in the industry, which is very, very thin when it comes to cost and surplus relationship.
So there we saw the benefit of being a member of the labor service cooperative. not only na employee ka, may sweldo ka, meron ka pang chance na magkaroon ng share doon sa net surplus. So, may doon ba kayo, sir? May i-add po ba kayo doon, Sir MJ?
On the part of the medical health services group, if you notice in 2021, 22, 23, people did not go to hospitals. They did not avail of the HMO benefits, but the packages were there. So even if census was down for the hospitals, it ballooned in 2024. People already went back to, so there was a sudden increase. And same thing with HMO. So 21, 22, 23, no, very little availment. So there was a balloon in terms of net surplus in 2023. In 2024, bumawi na. That was the time that all those mga hospital visits nila at saka check-up were done in 2024. So there was a very big jump in the availment. So kaya bumaba yung net surplus. So substantively.
Yeah. So parang na-enjoy din na rin yung
benefits
kasi na-avail na nila.
Na-avail na. This time,
yes.
hindi na sila takot.
So COVID effect pa rin.
COVID effect. Kaya malaki yung and that will explain a lot of things.
So okay. So thank you so much, sir, for those. And then another information from our data would be yung savings naman. Kasi somehow it plunged eh. Kasi from 2023, the data would show that there's 13.2 billion savings. However, it dipped to 3.8 billion in 2024. So that is translated to a decline of 70.5%. So would you know kaya kung ano kaya yung reasons for that decline ng savings? Would you want to start, Sir MJ?
Yeah, I think that's it tells so much on membership-intensive labor sector. So they needed money during the pandemic, so they cash in on their savings deposits and to include the share capital because they have to scrounge because there was a slowdown in activities. So ito yung nakaka-deplete. It takes some time to build up that the deposit level, and the pandemic incited them to withdraw as fast as they can. So ito yung drastic na percentage of reduction in savings.
So kumbaga, they had to withdraw para mag-grow again. So, may i-add po kayo, Sir Asek?
Same cost earlier that I mentioned. When the pandemic hits the labor service, almost all employees were retrenched because there's no economic activity. You cannot buy because you're restricted to your place, and you cannot go to work. So maybe 80% of the workers were retrenched, and these are members of the cooperative. When they were retrenched, they don't have money, they withdrew their capital. So when they withdrew their capital, it depleted the fund of the cooperatives, and then when the economic activity returns, they again re-employed. But like MJan said, it takes time to rebuild their capital. So up to now, they are rebuilding.
So, withdrawing from the savings to rebuild.
Yes.
Parang ganon. Buti na lang may savings, sir, no?
Kasi
ang din, mangungutang pa. Pero
that's the beauty of our sector, the cooperative sector. It is built on savings and preparing for the rainy days.
So ang gandang example siya ng importance talaga ng pagkakaroon ng savings kasi may huhugutin.
Yes, and a lot of your prerogatives, a lot of your benefits hinges on the savings that you have accumulated.
Sige. So thank you, sir, for that, and Sir Asek.